Hi, my name is Daniel Saldani. I want to thank you for letting me come talk to your group today about booking a Walt Disney World vacation. There's a lot of things to consider when booking a Walt Disney World vacation, and I'm going to help you make these steps as easy and stress-free as possible. The first step to consider when booking a Walt Disney World vacation is when to visit. There's plenty of times throughout the year that special events are being held and different things are going on throughout the Walt Disney World Resort that you want to take part in those festivities. There's weeks throughout the year that are called value weeks and value seasons. And what they are is that they're the cheapest times with the least amount of people in the park. So that's when you want to try to visit. If that doesn't work out for your schedule, then you're going to have to look to see with crowds versus pricing to see what works for your schedule. You just might have to go when the time that's crowded if it works with your pricing schedule. So, the next thing to look at is where to stay. There's 24 different resorts on the Walt Disney World property, and there's a lot of different options for every family type and every vacation need. They break it down. This is one of the resorts there. And they break it down between value, moderate, and deluxe resorts. The value obviously being the cheapest and the deluxe being the most expensive. And they have different amenities between all three of them. The other option that we have is off-site options, which is called Disney Good Neighbor Hotels. And it's hotels surrounding the property that are partnered with Disney to help you enjoy the magic that's close to the actual resort. One of the benefits of staying on property is called extra magic hours. And extra magic hours allow just hotel guests that are staying on Walt Disney World property an hour in before the park opens, or get to stay 3 hours later after park closing for regular guests. And this is only available if you stay at a Walt Disney World Resort hotel. So that's one of the options of staying there. The next thing you have to think about is ticket options. There's a lot of different ticket options to meet your needs. It also depends on what time of the year you're going, then you want to consider different options. Base ticket, that's your base ticket that just allows one park per day each day of your vacation. And so that you wouldn't be able to go to multiple parks per day. For that, you would need the park hopper ticket. And the park hopper ticket allows you to go to multiple different parks in one day. You can go to all 4 in one day, or you can just go to 2. And then the other option we have is the Water Park Fun and More. That allows you to go to any of the water parks along with the theme parks, and also allows you to go to an interactive complex that has different rides and different arcade-style games at downtown Disney, all on that one ticket. The next thing you need to think about is dining. There's hundreds and hundreds of restaurants on the Walt Disney World property to fit cuisine and type and different character. There's all different types of dining on the property, so you need to look to see what is beneficial to you. So, there's also dining plans. Dining plans, there's 2 different types of dining plans. There's a quick service dining plan that just allows you to eat like quick service, like fast food type things. And there's also a regular type dining where it allows 1 table sit down and 1 counter service per day. So those are great money-saving options that you can use to help you eat in the Walt Disney World Resort. And one huge word of advice is to book your reservations online in advance. You can book your reservations 180 days in advance, so you want to take advantage of that, so make sure you have a table for your entire party. The next thing is how to get there. There's 2 options with getting there. Well, 2 popular options is car and obviously plane. It depends on where you live versus cost effectiveness for your entire family. So obviously you have the driving and the flying. Well, a lot of people said, oh, well then when we get to the airport we have no way to get to Disney. Well, Disney took care of that, and they now offer Disney's Magical Express if you are staying at a Walt Disney World Resort. And what they'll do is they'll pick you up in a motor coach, and they'll bring you right to your hotel you don't have to go take your bags or anything. They make sure they get into your room, and you don't have to worry about it. You can go enjoy the parks. So that's just a benefit of staying at the Walt Disney World Resort. The next thing is putting it all together. There's different options, like we've talked about with the dining and tickets and the hotels. There's a lot of different options. Now it's just putting it all together to enjoy your vacation. And this is during Christmas time, which is one of the special events throughout the year. The next thing that you need to look at is park hours, special events, extra magic hours. So all these things need to be planned in when planning your dining and planning your ticket type. Because you want to go to a park that has the extra magic hours if you're staying on property and book a reservation there rather than going to park throughout the day. And so there's different options that you need to look at, like I said, the park hours. And if they have special events, like I just showed the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party during Christmas, they have a Halloween party, they have different parties throughout the year that you can experience. So you might want to plan your trip around that. So, and then also, like I said, if you're staying on property, you can enjoy the extra magic hours. And so these are just a few of the things that you need to look at when considering a Walt Disney World vacation, and to make it stress-free and relaxing as possible, to where you can have an enjoyable, magical vacation. I hope I can answer all the questions that you have about the Walt Disney World vacations.